Okay. What happens? All right, well, here we are. I don't know if I have chat's up and running. It looks like live stream. There's some statistics. It's excellent. No users, but that's okay. This is more for practice. So the question is, can ChatGPT help me with or plan my next 10 streams? I think it can. I think I'm going to put a little system together for it. Here's what we're gonna do. Um, I've been working with. That's where I got the title for this video. Said I'm doing a live stream where I discussed topics. This was off of another. We had a video project. YouTube stream setup. The live stream setup. Yeah, it even wrote a thumbnail. So all well and good, but it was a little too fake. But I think here is the kicker. Live stream. There was one I asked it to help with a prompt. Let's see, where was that prompt? YouTube stream setup. Here's where it was. And this is the prompt that I actually used to start this chat. Using ChatGPT to clarify. Yeah. Stream setup in YouTube with OBS. Generate a set of reusable prompts. Title, description, thumbnail. Is this it? Oh, here's what it is. This is actually what we use. I'm doing a live stream where I can demo the next topic. All right, I'm going to do live stream. So I'm going to start another chat here. Chat, new chat, new chat. Ready when you are. Join the project now. I'm doing a live stream where I think this needs to go into a project initialization piece. So open up Chrome. And now we have Chrome open. File, new. Can't see it yet. New folder. Video production suite. Project. AI. Oh, I had this AI Docker stack. And let's switch over to VS Code. Okay. Oh, you can do it. Man, just select it manually. VS Code. I might have changed my configuration. VS Code and host. Oh. Well, wouldn't you know? I had to copy this. All right. We'll just go main. And since it's going to get a little trippy, but what happened is I wanted to share Chrome and I had VS Code and host, but what I did, I changed the executable that I went after. And really, I wanted that. I go here. Now, oh, there it is, VS Code and host. Copy and paste that. Copy, paste, duplicate. Oh, because it's on top. That's fine. Let's go to delete this one from this scene. And now we want to change it out to be Chrome. There you go. All right. Grab this. Back over here. This to here. Why are we? Oh, it's still named VS Code. Rename. Rename. Chrome. Right. Chrome. Chrome. Delete. Yes. All right. Now we are. We're back. Okay. Go this out of the way and get started. Add initialization script. I don't know if I need to go that crazy. So projects, AI Docker stack, code. Oh, quite a bit of code there. Cloned all the web UI? Okay, maybe I did. I'm reviewing what I was doing over here. Okay. It's just new folder, scripts. We gotta go up a level. Open the folder. Video production suite. I'm gonna turn this into over here. It says now. See, this is the whoa. I don't know where I am right now. If I go down, I could say modify this script to help live stream topics. Instead, this type. Here's the modified version. Generates plain markdown focused on live stream segments, talking points, and live show prep. Adjust the language and checklists. All right, here we go. Live stream, how-tos. Boop, 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 boop. I'll create project structure for live stream. All right, let's copy this. Go over to VS Code. This is a create project, but let's add a new file. Let's just create project. Paste it in there. Print. What is that? Like autocomplete. Was that in there? I have an environment here now. VM. Here it is. VM. Scripts. Activate. Python. Create. Stream. No. Oh, where am I? I gotta be in scripts. Python. Create stream project. What's the parameter? Let me just see. It says up. Oh, it actually has a type. Default is tech discussion. So it's going to be LLMs and TP. All right, I'm going to liven this one up a little bit. We'll see how this goes. Going to create project name, parse the args. It might be multiple. I'll have to put this here. Yeah. Car map. What's it mad about? Just have to program all that's fine. Our map can't. It's good, man. UTF-8? Why can't you do that? Well, good thing about that, huh? Get over here. You know, right here. Because, code page 250. Yeah, I want a UTF-8. What I thought. Hmm. 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 With. Wait a second. With blah 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 blah. I mean, oh man. Boy, oh boy. Let's just make. Let's just help this one out. Give it more context. You need to be able to right if the project already exists. Well, all right. Mm-mm-mm. Use dash dash OBER review. This is like the vibe code problem. Create live stream script. We did this. Without it, it says There we go. Now I have it. Move to the recycle. Live streams, assets, prompts, scenes. Like, here we go. Stream info. LLM MCP. Oh, you got to do prompts. All right. Oh, chat prompts right there. Let's work on some chat prompts. Stream info. Text via stream. Pre-show setup. Check. Is it a star? I think it's a star. No. X. What is the markdown? Checkbox. Oh, it's not actually a checkbox. Why is that not rendering as checkbox? No. Checkbox. Add a dash. And brackets. With a space. Check. Box. Check. Box. Checkbox. What's up with this preview? Markdown. 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 Let's see. Installed. I'm just looking for Markdown support. Markdown lint. Markdown. 1 million. Markdown emojis. Maybe chat can help me. Let's see. Try a new temp chat. Temp. Why isn't VS Code rendering my down review? Preview. Give it. Preview. Oh, the screenshot thing. Grab a rectangle. Standard made VS Code built-in Markdown preview. Not an error. It doesn't render checkboxes like GitHub does. Oh man. Markdown preview enhanced. GitHub, Obsidian, and Jupyter Notebook. Markdown preview enhanced. Save the link from here. Visual Studio. Oh, go over here. Markdown preview enhanced. 7.3. Markdown all in one. Let's see what we got. If we can see any sort of differentiation. I mean, this one has All you need for Markdown, keyboard shortcuts, auto preview. Auto preview? Is basic Markdown support, Markdown preview. Please see the official documentation. Yeah. Send it. Trust and install. Boop, boop, boop. That was quick. Close extensions. Here. There it is. All right. Update right. There we go. Okay. So now, was it true? Good to help? What do we got? Stream info. LLM, MCP. Live stream plan. Prompt. Welcome, viewers. Quick teaser, what's coming? Personal hook or story. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're going to dive into LLM. Let's get, so I'll just get into it because I want to go learn. So LLM wiki. Large language models. So, back here. I started with the start. All right, just grab a little, start with a large language model. All right. And then we search for a model context protocol. Little problem. Little problem. Like model context. Not wiki. Model context. Whoa. Wait a second, Chrome. What's going on? Weird. Crazy. Model context without the wiki part. Introduction. Here's where it actually explains it pretty good. So, based on my research this morning, it had more to do with, having a standard way to connect MCP, like models that could talk to these servers. Well, desktop IDEs, that's what we have here. Probably a reasonable demo, which we could probably switch over to code. Like research and notes. Like a link. Oh. On the context protocol. Kind of links to here. He always kind of bumps it in there. Yeah, back in Chrome. Yeah, make it a little bigger. So what does that mean? Try to get context for LLMs. Okay, well, solution options markdown all. Oh, this is just a quick chat, and I even made it temporary. So here we are back at this. What I wanted to do here was start off with, here's large language models. Here's how they're used. Model context protocols. Model context protocols, and then what was it? I gotta look it up. Of course, I shut it down. Agentic frameworks, I think. It was like top and agentic. Agentic frameworks, AI frameworks. Here we go. Crew AI, LangChain. You know. Let's just see what would a prompt be. So I did some manual research here. We're going to look over. Here's LLMs. There's the model context protocol. Wonder if we could have it do the research for us. I mean, could try. Okay. Go grab. Doing a live stream. Expect this one. Yeah. Copy. Doing a live stream where I explain LLMs and the. It'd be super. This is super simple because it will start. We'll get into the other one. This is for technologists. Perfect. YouTube IDs. LLMs, MCP. Oh, was it? They're lowercase in the MCP. Does it understand? Yeah, no, it is. It's pretty good. Curious about how LLMs work. Context aware, collaborative systems. In this live stream, we'll break down the model context protocol, or we'll learn about it, or we'll learn about it together. MCP, why it matters. How LLMs can use coordinate agents. Use case in architecture, code generations, and system design. That is true. Who's watching software architects? Yep. Cool. Oh, look at that. It even includes this is because it remembers the history. Good person is always learning. Right now it's just aviation content, but that's okay. We'll get some other software content out there. Well, there is one white paper that was turned into an audiobook. Attention is all you need. It's out there as well. Thumbnail concepts, prompt templates for reuse. Generate 5 strong YouTube titles. Describe. All right, we'll have to actually keep this chat. Go here, and this is paste it here. ChatGPT. MCP. Okay. No, don't start running code. I'm just reading this last part here. It's a little. Let's get this web. Streaming the stream, getting ready for a stream. Yeah, whatever. We're learning. Let's get a list of web references that we can use in research for a stream. You know, Open AI, Azure, AWS, Rocket, and others. It might Gemini, Google, etc. Would be helpful and authoritative. See, here's a curated list of authoritative and useful websites references across LLMs, OpenAI Docs, technical report. Oh, okay. Claude, Anthropic, DeepMind, Gemini, OpenAI, Rock. Agentic frameworks, yeah. AutoGen. The gentleman at work recommended Crew AI as well. I didn't put it in this area. GitHub topic list, LLM. Oh, topics. Oh, that's great. Check it out together. Topics, transformers. Open Web UI is great. We already said that. Localhost. Tree. Oh, there it is. Gotta remember what my password was. Wait for it. I think it's this one. That's what I used. There it is. All right, this is great. Open Web UI. Saw it. It was good. That was off of the GitHub topics. Agentic AI from GitHub. Here are 1,349 repositories matching this topic. Build production-ready AI agent. Imagine if. Flowise AI. Oh, that was the good one. This had really good information, I believe. Forgot about. Was this the one? AI agents in production, multi-agent. When was this? A month ago? 2 months ago? It was a LLMs for beginners course too. aka.microsoft.ms.com Gen AI beginners. There you go. That's the one. This repository is pretty good too. We'll grab that. A good one for the stream. Good set of research. Generative AI for beginners. Really good. Yeah, we're working off of context aware. Yeah, this is about to store state and context. Context aware AI. LangChain's got a lot of information as well. That's the thing. It's like, tell me more. Tell me more about how agentic frameworks and P. Big questions. Agent frameworks, MCP, are converging to solve one of the most important problems in modern AI. How do multiple intelligent agents, often backed by LLMs, work effectively with shared memory, context, and goals? Agentic frameworks, the foundation. Agentic frameworks are tools and libraries that let you design, orchestrate, and execute LLM-powered agents. Autonomously reason and act, collaborate with other agents, use tools, web search, code execution, APIs, hold memory, and respond with continuity. LangChain agents call LLMs tools and memory. AutoGen, Crew AI, and MetaGPT. Model content, the missing glue. The coordination layer of protocol abstraction proposed to formalize how agents share memory or context, how they communicate state, and how to schedule or coordinate LLM calls across system sessions. One thing that I have noticed, because during the day, we have to analyze a lot of source control repositories, products, applications, what have you. So common enterprise applications have multiple code bases, so they're spread apart, multiple repos. And while you could use a tool like Copilot or Klein, or I think Rue Klein or Rue now, to read the code and grok it, there's like this iterative compression step that's required in order to get the most out of the analysis. because the context windows we could probably analyze like one application per model session. So I'm really interested on how we share memory and context for particular applications or architectures. Um, I think of it like of like a group container flowcharts. Oh, maybe that's good. Here's like product that solves a business problem. All right, so here we have a product that solves a business problem, and it has application one or front end application. Probably do back end application. There's some sort of middle tier, mid tier, whatever. So what I've found is, problem is, put I'm gonna have more shapes. Put all those shapes. I might have my libraries. Yeah, brand. I don't even know if they're in here. OpenAI might be too new. OpenAI? We'll call Azure OpenAI for now. Whether it's Azure or just regular OpenAI. OpenAI or LLMs. Let's see. Call this like what do we call it? Agents? Agents that can run in agent mode, whether it's Klein, call it GitHub, Copilot, or Brew, or whatever it's called. I forget. So you have the repositories here. This is kind of one of the problems that I want to solve and come up with a good architecture to scale that. Where you probably have the agents over here. Agent 1, agent 2, agent 3. I'm interested because in experiments, you have, where's the paper? Yeah, prompt. Prompt. Tell me. Now before agents or let's see, Klein or GitHub Copilot, where it would actually read the source code and figure it out. Like you'd have to figure out, it has to reason on what source code is important. I've had good experience with telling it to look at, depending on the technology stack, right? So it's a single page application. You could tell it to look at, try to determine the framework, whatever. Give it a little bit of information. If there's a good README, it'll kind of, it helps, but it's not perfect. But then I've also had it draw diagrams across all. Let's just get the little, because I think that's a pretty good one to talk about at a future date, because when you have, there you go, maybe that's so that's how we landed on MCP servers, and try to get more context for some of the tools to get a deeper understanding around the tool capabilities. So we have VS Code, run out, GitHub Copilot, little icon, images, GitHub Copilot. Boop. GitHub Copilot, VS Code, VS Code. Boom, copy image. Back over here. Boom, monster. So, get GitHub Copilot in VS Code. Oh, that's a good one to have. Decline. Klein, no. I don't know who Klein is. VS Code. Klein bot. Not whatever that was. Copy image. Paste. Oh. So I put these all in a project or a folder with projects. And then with Copilot or Klein, I could say, hey, probably about, this is probably in the abstract, these are project analysis prompts, right? And probably one to many, probably have. Boo 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 boo. Flowchart shapes. Yeah, there's multiple. Whoa, what did I do? Right. So project analysis prompts. All right, we can get into that. Because one agent I might want to do is diagramming it. Diagramming. All right. And that will need some prompts. There you go, multiple. Like these are like analysis. We should probably come up with. There's another concept that I really want to get into is prompt libraries for shapes. Library. Storage gateway. I have AWS and no. Eh. This is going to be key in the future as we, where did I put that prompt at? Does XYZ. Programming. They're kind of like areas to focus on. I think MCP will help us with that. And then what we might need if we're going to build, when we build an agent, that does project analysis, it will use another agent to agent, right? Well, that's a whole nother topic, right? Like Google A to A, announcing A to A, like multiple agent to agent. It's another. Well, let's see if it's on GitHub, right? A to A, open protocol, A to A protocol. Really interesting. Python, pip, install, A to A. I think my agent stack's starting to come together. Well, these are MCP servers, right? What's the difference between an MCP server and an agent? What's the difference between an agent and P server? See what's up. Great question. This gets to the heart of the building scalable multi-agent systems. Here's the breakdown. The core difference between an agent and an MCP server. Agent, thinker, doer. Agent is autonomous or semi-autonomous entity, often LLM powered, that receive goals or inputs, right? Process them using reasoning or prompting, acts, makes API calls, writes code, replies to users, often has a role. Planner, researcher, that's great. That's solid chunk of information. Boom. Oh, pretty verbose. Now, MCP server, coordinator and context router. An MCP server or MCP compatible orchestration system is shared infrastructure layer, mediates interaction between agents, maintains and distributes context. That's the memory piece. Facilitates coordination across the agents with possibly different LLM backends. Tracks who said what. What was attempted and what changed? Okay. Think of an MCP server as message bus and memory between agents. Analogy, theater production. Agent, an actor with a script and a role. Stage manager, giving cues, manages props and everyone. Same page, side-by-side comparison. Why this separation matters. Real world. We would like to work on enterprise application analysis agent. Think this should, well, enterprise application. Well, I'll call it what it is. Solution architecture agent. Let's do, what would that look like? Designing enterprise applications and fantasy agent systems, special elements reach across domains. Let's break it down. Be like business domain, role of human, evaluates business and technical requirements, design systems, requirement ingestion. We're going to do a code-based first approach. If our localhost, 7070. Money mermaid server. 0. In here. What is that again? See? Doesn't work. Sometimes. Do a quick one. We'll do local. All right. Let's. All descriptions. Here, I'll just throw it down here. Probably in the code box. You get it. What? Double quoted? Oh man. See, this is where you need prompts. This is where, hey, let's go to my library and prompts. Like, here's a takeaway. Mermaid JS prompt. JS prompt, mermaid, JS. Probably depends on the model too. But if I switch this over, let's go try this again without mini. Let's go 4.0. Send it to 4.0, see what happens. Yeah, same shit. Let's maybe I did see this is why you gotta yeah. Let's use quotes. Oh, let's use quotes. Change to 4. Why is it escaping that? I don't understand. All right, tick, 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 mermaid. Quote. Oh, it's doing it. Wait, what? Screen the call. All right, let's do this. Say, start. No, not add a model. What's a good one? What? New chat. Here's a flow chart. Sequence. Like mermaid flow chart. But if you go out to the documentation, mermaid docs. Let's see. Hello. All right. Live on the air. Sorry. Prank caller. We could just take all these samples. Not GitHub. Docs. Syntax. Yeah, here we go. Flowchart. There you go. Raw. All right, maybe that's it. Maybe, all right, here's another Mermaid prompt tip. Like Mermaid JS prompt. Like, create prompt libraries. Like this, go over here. Paste that all in there. Let's turn this into a prompt. Get the syntax correct every time. Oh, no, that's not it. Wow. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. Hmm. Can you give me a mermaid, sample mermaid kitchen sink, right? Is it everything but the kitchen sink diagram? Certainly. Let's see if it renders now, though. I don't know. A lot of style in there. That did not work. That did not work. That did not work. Tick, tick, tick. Mermaid. Can't use all these. Can you give me a sample mermaid? Would you post? Yeah. Can you diagram how to screw in a light bulb? I think it's just a format coming back from the LLM now. What? Why do you think? Yeah. Reduce comments. Didn't look like it. Looks like it. Comments need to be on a new line by themselves. Well, then there you go. All right, so prompts are nuanced. And it's really kind of nuanced. Start is power off, no. Turn the power off. Choose the right light bulb. Remove the old light bulb if necessary. Align the new bulb with the socket. Screw the bulb in clockwise. Bulb scare? No. Screw it in clockwise. How about the back off step? All right, I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. Here's the ramblings. We started off with, can AI plan the next 10 streams? I think it can help me actually ideate and try to find out which way to go next. So I think with that, we can end it here. Thanks to the 1 or 2 folks that joined, and I will catch you on the next one. All right, stop streaming. Apparently, I can't stop streaming. Auto stop. Stop.